the shooter. The rally in Butler, Pennsylvania was supposed to be a routine campaign event for former President Donald Trump. Supporters gathered in large numbers, waving flags and wearing red "Make America Great Again" hats. Trump took the stage, his presence electrifying the crowd as he began his speech. But just moments into his address, the unthinkable happened. Shots rang out, and Trump instinctively grabbed his right ear, blood visible on his hand. The crowd erupted in panic, screams filling the air as people ducked for cover. Secret Service agents immediately sprang into action, covering Trump and whisking him off stage. The scene was chaotic, with people running in all directions, unsure of where the shots were coming from. The shooter was soon identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, a resident of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. New footage that has since gone viral shows Crooks lying on his stomach on a rooftop, carefully aiming his rifle. He had longer brown hair and was wearing a grey shirt and khaki pants. The video captures the tense moments as Crooks pinpointed his target from afar before pulling the trigger. As Trump fell to his knees behind the podium, Secret Service agents quickly identified the source of the shots. Within seconds, they returned fire, neutralizing Crooks on the rooftop. The footage shows Crooks's lifeless body, confirming that he was killed by the Secret Service. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, was immediately involved in the investigation. A statement released by the FBI on Sunday confirmed that the firearm used in the shooting was purchased legally. The FBI added that Crooks was not known to them prior to this incident, raising questions about how he managed to carry out such a brazen attack. Law enforcement quickly secured the area, and the bomb squad was dispatched after multiple reports of suspicious packages near the shooter's location. Investigators found explosives in Crooks's vehicle, which was parked near the rally. The scene was secured late into the night as bomb experts worked to ensure there were no additional threats. Witnesses at the rally described the sheer terror of the moment. "It was like a nightmare," one attendee said. "One moment we were cheering and the next we were running for our lives." Another witness added, "I saw Trump grab his ear and then everything went crazy. People were screaming and pushing to get out." Trump, visibly shaken but determined, emerged from behind the podium about a minute after the shots were fired. His red "Make America Great Again" hat had been knocked off, and he could be heard saying, "Wait, wait," before pumping his fist in the air. Agents then rushed him to a black SUV, ensuring his safety. FBI Special Agent Kevin Rojek addressed the media stating, "We are conducting a thorough investigation to determine Crooks's motive for the attack. We are looking at photographs, running his DNA, and getting biometric confirmation." The FBI has also stationed dozens of law enforcement vehicles outside Crooks's residence, with agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives on the scene. The perimeter of Crooks's residence has been guarded by yellow police caution tape, and the Federal Aviation Administration has closed the airspace over Bethel Park for special security reasons. The investigation is ongoing, and authorities are leaving no stone unturned in their quest for answers. As the nation grapples with the shocking events of that day, the new footage of Trump's shooter continues to dominate headlines and social media. The attempted assassination of a former president is a stark reminder of the ever-present threats faced by public figures and the critical role of law enforcement in ensuring their safety. But who's Thomas Crooks? At the start, or let's just say immediately after the shooting, not much was known about him. However, after just a day, the internet now has more than you need to know about him. Thomas Matthew Crooks, the 20-year-old identified as the shooter in the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, had a seemingly ordinary background. Crooks graduated from Bethel Park High School in 2022. A video from his graduation ceremony shows him receiving his diploma, wearing glasses and a black graduation gown, and posing with a school official. After high school, Crooks worked as a dietary aide at a nursing home close to his residence in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. He was known to be diligent in his work, and there were no immediate signs of the turmoil that would later unfold. State voter records reveal that Crooks was a registered Republican. The upcoming November 5th election would have been his first opportunity to vote in a presidential race. However, his political affiliations were not straightforward. When he was 17, Crooks made a $15 donation to Act Blue, a political action committee that raises funds for left-leaning and Democratic politicians. This donation was earmarked for the Progressive Turnout Project, a national group that rallies Democrats to vote. Former classmates and school officials have painted a complex picture of Crooks. Jason Kohler, who attended the same high school but did not share classes with Crooks, described him as a loner who often sat alone at lunch. Kohler mentioned that Crooks was bullied for his clothes, which included hunting outfits. Despite this, Crooks was well liked by teachers and was known for his knowledge of history. Crooks was also a member of the Clairton Sportsman's Club in Pennsylvania's Allegheny County. The club, which features rifle and pistol ranges, confirmed that Crooks had been a member for at least a year. Attorney Robert S. Boutte III, representing the club, stated that the club condemns the shooting and is cooperating fully with the investigation. In the viral footage of the rally shooting, Crooks is seen wearing a brown shirt, which is identified as merchandise from the YouTube channel Demolition Ranch. The channel, run by Matt Carricker, features content about firearms. Carricker took to social media to distance himself from Crooks, stating, "Last night was crazy. I've got news stations calling me asking if I ever spoke with the shooter." What the? Carricker's supporters also urged the public not to affiliate Crooks with him, emphasizing that Carricker had never spoken with Crooks. In 2022, the U.S. investment company BlackRock ran an ad featuring a teacher from Bethel Park High School. Several unpaid students, including Crooks, briefly appeared in the background. BlackRock confirmed this to Reuters News Agency, adding another layer to Crooks's background. Some of Crooks's former high school mates have shared their memories of him with various media outlets. Summer Barkley, a former classmate, told the BBC that Crooks was generally nice, knowledgeable about history, and well-liked by teachers. Despite his quiet demeanor, Crooks's actions on that fateful day have left many in shock and disbelief. Crooks's father, Matthew Crooks, 53, spoke briefly to CNN, expressing his confusion and grief. "I intend to speak to the police before talking about my son," he said. "I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on." The family, like many others, is grappling with the aftermath of the incident. As the investigation unfolds, the background of Thomas Matthew Crooks reveals a young man with a seemingly ordinary life, yet harboring a darkness that led to an attempted assassination.